So this is what ultra low graphics looks like in Fortnite, which has become very popular due to the insanely high FPS you get while using it and the zero input delay it gives. Like, just take a look at this clip that Martoz hit while using the ultra low graphics. You can see how insane it actually makes you play. Now, you may be thinking that you need a potato PC in order to get graphics like this, but you actually don't. All you need to do is have an Nvidia GPU, which most of you will have, and you also need something called the Nvidia Profile Inspector. Just simply Google Nvidia Profile Inspector and click the first result, which should be a GitHub link. Then you should see a zip file that you go ahead and download, and then once you download it, you extract it, you open up the folder, and inside of the folder there should be the application for the Nvidia Profile Inspector. Just go ahead and open up the application, and inside of it you'll see that you can customize a ton of different Nvidia settings, which, by the way, quickly, I do believe that this is allowed according to Fortnite's terms of service, and it is safe to use it if you were wondering. However, please do this at your own risk, as I'm not 100% sure. But with like big names like Martoz, Letshe, and even King making videos about it and playing on this, I'm pretty sure all of us should be fine. If anything, Epic will just patch it like they have with things like stretch res in the past. I don't think they'll just go ahead and ban everyone using this, but I'm not 100% sure. But inside of the Nvidia Inspector application, you want to go ahead and click on the top box where it says Profiles, and you want to go ahead and type in Fortnite. Then go ahead and select Fortnite, and you'll know if you've done this successfully if you can see a green bar that says Fortnite client.exe. After that, scroll down to where it says Free Anti-Aliasing and do this. Click Transparency Super Sampling and select the 0x08 mode option here. Then scroll down to where it says 4 Texture Filtering, and you want to change the driver controller to off. You then want to change the LOD bias to this number on screen, which is XOX, and it ends in 45. I believe that's 6 zeros in total after the 0x. You want to go ahead and do that again with the option just below. Again, it needs to be 0x and then 6 zeros 45, just like so. You then want to change the negative to clamp, that is very important. And then finally, you want to change the quality to high quality. And after that, you are all good to go. You need to save the changes by clicking on Apply Changes at the top right. Now let's go ahead and open up Fortnite to see if we've got potato PC ultra low graphics. Oh, and by the way, I will showcase at the end how to revert back to normal graphics if you don't like these, which most of you probably will not. Alright, so now we're in Fortnite. You can see it has definitely worked. Just look at my character. Those graphics are so bad. But if we jump into the battle pass right now, you can see how bad these graphics really are. Like, it doesn't even look like Fortnite when in the battle pass. It looks like one of them like cheap knockoff battle royale games. Like, I can't even lie. Like, here's what it normally looks like. I'll put it on screen for a few seconds, and then going back to the potato graphics, you can see the difference here is just insane. Moving on to the textures, if I just place a wall here on the ultra low graphics, you can see this is what it looks like. They're actually somewhat transparent, which seems a bit OP, but it doesn't really last long, and obviously you do have other disadvantages. It's not as OP as you think. But if I compare it to the normal graphics, you can see it's still transparent for a little bit, but it's nowhere near on the level it is on the ultra low graphics. Another crazy thing I've noticed on these ultra low graphics is the insane FPS boost you get. Like, just look at my FPS in the top right corner right now. That is insane, as my normal FPS is usually like this on normal. You can see the difference between the two is pretty crazy, so this does give you a significant FPS boost, but you do have graphics like this on screen, which not everyone wants. Overall though, I think the disadvantages of playing on these ultra low graphics do outweigh the advantages. Like, just take a look at the game right now. It does look insanely bad just in general, and I've also found some weird stuff. Like, if we pick up a sniper right now and look through the scope, you can see that it doesn't actually have a scope, whereas on normal graphics it does have a scope. Another weird thing is with the terrain in itself. Like, right now this looks like just normal ground, right? But no, if I walk forward here, you can see it's actually water, so you can't really distinguish where water is and where like normal walkable terrain is. It's really weird. Another weird thing is with the settings too. If I go into the settings here and try to improve the graphics, like maybe bump up the textures to make it somewhat playable, at least for myself, you can see that the settings actually don't do anything. They're the exact same if you press save and max it all out, but literally don't change a thing. But yeah, that's just my thoughts so far while playing on this. Other people like Martoz are clearly very much enjoying it. He's actually playing like a beast on it. He said in his video that he's got like pretty much zero input delay, which I will leave a link to, by the way, in the description below. It's a pretty good video, I can't lie. But for myself, I can never play on these ever again, but I thought I'd show you guys how to get them set up if you were curious, because a lot of people out there are playing them right now. like I mentioned, Martoz is using them. He's made a video about them. I'm not sure if he's going to continue. Letshe's also using them, another pro player, and then King as well. I'm pretty sure he made these actually popular. He's been using them for a while too and showed people how to get them, so I thought I'd go ahead and join the bandwagon. But yeah, if you don't like these graphics, like I myself personally don't, you can remove them pretty easily. Just go ahead and open up the Nvidia Profile Inspector application. Then inside at the top left corner where it says profile, you want to make sure that the Fortnite profile is selected. Then there's actually a button right next to it with the Nvidia logo, and that is the restore to default button. So you want to go ahead, give that a press. Then you want to go ahead and make sure the changes are applied. And what this will do is it'll reset all of your settings right here that we changed earlier back to normal or back to the default ones. And if you go back into Fortnite, you can see here you're back on normal graphics, which I myself am quite happy about. I definitely don't think I will be returning to potato graphics anytime soon, but if you've got a real potato PC, these could be beneficial, especially with the FPS boost I mentioned earlier. That's all I've got for this video. If it helped out, feel free to drop a like on it. Catch us in the next one. Peace.